All right, guys, we got episode 35 here, and so it's 11:45 at night. It was Thanksgiving today. Happy Thanksgiving to every single person out there, and I completely spaced recording an episode. I not necessarily spaced it, but it was Thanksgiving. I was spending the whole day with my family. It was amazing. I haven't been able to do this for the last 2-3 years now, so being able to be with everybody again was awesome. And a lot of people weren't even there, which kind of sucks, but it was awesome seeing the majority of my family again, because like I've talked about on this podcast, the last 2 years of my life I've been in Colorado and Arizona and St. George, so family has been non-existent for me. So having these holidays, spending time with them again, has been nothing short of awesome, and I'm so grateful for that. So the way that I want to kick off the start of this podcast is, so through phase 1 that I failed, I wrote down 10 things that I was grateful for every single day, 3 of which were future tense, and then the rest of them were present tense. And so that means I had about 260 things written down that I was grateful for. And I'm not going to read all of them, but I do want to read some of them, and I might just kind of scroll and find some random ones. Now, if I can find out where the hell I put that. Okay. So when I started the program on October 23rd, that was day 1, my very first one that I wrote was, I am so grateful for my grandfather, Val Bryce Sessions. He exemplifies hard work, determination, never giving up, always trying your best, respect, honor, loyalty, professionalism, and above all else, humor, love, and kindness. He has been a role model for me my entire life, and I'm eternally grateful for him and his influence and daily example all my life. I love you, Grandpa, and my son, Bryce, loves you too. So that was partly a future one, but that was a present tense one. So I'm just going to read off a couple more of these because it's Thanksgiving, man. It's time to be grateful. And my life has gotten exponentially better ever since practicing gratitude and focusing on things that are good in my life. And it really does make a huge difference. It's really hard to see negative anymore when you're doing this type of thing. So that was October 23rd. That was one from that day. Maybe I'll just do one from each day. I don't know. I'm just going to do a few. The first one that I did write about the future, was, I am so incredibly grateful for my incredible wife. She's so attentive and listens to me even when I am in a crappy mood. She loves me unconditionally and supports my every move. She's my biggest supporter and my number one fan. She takes exceptionally great care of me, our home, and kicks ass in her career. I cannot wait to raise a family of 4 kids with her. I am so in love with her. I love you, blank Sessions. So that's the one from the future. So the point of that is for me to think of the future and think what I'm grateful to have in the future. And so I'm grateful for my hot-ass motherfucking wife. So that's that. October 24th, do a random one. And I am thankful for these authors writing their books and providing so much value to us, the listeners. There's so much value in these books, and they are loaded with a lot of great ideas and unique perspectives. I aspire to write such a moving book as these guys do, so much so that I would love to write my own self-development book. I want to offer someone that same thing that these other big authors give to me. I love learning and grateful to exercise that opportunity any way I can. It's awesome, man. Okay, the next one. We got October 25th. We're going to do the 4th one. Grateful for some clean water that I can pour out of my fridge that has a filter and drink some of the cleanest water in the world. Something like half the world doesn't even have clean drinking water, and we take it for granted every day. So water is critical for life, and we have some of the purest, cleanest water. I need to appreciate that even more than I do now. Very thankful for clean drinking water and bathing water. Dude, you know how just what a blessing it is to have drinkable water at our fingertips. We just go over at a faucet, flip it on, and we get water. A lot of people in the world don't get that, dude. It's crazy. Next one, we'll skip a few days. October 28th. I am grateful for Alex Lane. I love you, brother. I forgot I wrote this, dude. I'm grateful for Alex Lane. I didn't know that was him coming toward my truck yesterday. I thought it was some guy trying to bust my balls. He's been there a lot for me, especially in the past. He's such a great and sweet guy. Hope he finds everything he's looking for. He's been a great friend to me. I love you, brother. So fuck yeah, bro. Alex Lane, you're listening to this, man. I mean that. Love you, bro. Hope everything's going well. Next one, I'll skip a few days. October 30th, we'll go to the second one. I'm thankful for Shawnee for cooking meal preps every Sunday. This week was exceptionally good, and I appreciate her so much. I think doing this program would be a lot more challenging on weekends, trying to fit in meal preps, because I'd have to cook for myself for every single meal. But she does it, and breakfast too. It's very delicious. So yeah, I've already talked about it on the show before, but I'm very fortunate, and my aunt actually meal preps for the whole family every Sunday. And so that is a huge bonus. I guess she's always done that. And so me moving in, I just bought into that. So fuck yeah, appreciate you, Shawnee. I love you. Thank you so much for doing that. It would be a lot more challenging, for sure, getting shit done. So next, we'll skip a few days. We'll skip mid to beginning of November. November, oh, it's a big one. Let's read this one. November 8th, it's a future one. I am so grateful for recording episode 15 of my podcast. I have that as such a significant episode of the entire series, and one I have that as such a significant episode of the entire series, and one that I always refer people back to. I'm now living proof of everything I said in that podcast 6 years ago. I am still on the up and up and working hard, but I have seen massive payoffs already, all because of my belief in myself and desire for my highest potential. I did it. Let's fucking keep going. So that's the future one. So that's me reading that 6 years in the future. I was going to do the same one right next to the one right below it. So number 9. I am forever grateful for the pursuit of this car, because it has set me on this adventure of pursuing massive goals and achieving monstrous things. Because I have now purchased my ultimate dream car, that is a yellow Lamborghini. I have, in the process, created hundreds of jobs for others, inspired thousands, and paved the way for the younger generation to follow. Because of this car, I've accomplished so much more than the car. I'm grateful for my attraction to this luxury beast of an automobile, which is a yellow Lamborghini Aventador. And yeah, it's a beautiful fucking car. Okay, we're going to do 2 more, and then I'm going to kind of talk about this a little bit. Skip ahead, we'll go to recent times. We'll go to November 9th. We'll go to the first one. I am grateful to be able to sleep in a little bit and get my rest. I feel incredibly more rested and better this morning. I'm grateful I have a safe place to sleep, and it's quiet, and that bed is also warm. Dude, we take that shit for granted a lot, too. We have beds that are cushioned, and they're perfectly in these square shapes that go on a bed frame, so we can put stuff underneath our beds, and we lay on them, and they're great, and they're warm. Dude, it's better than sleeping on dirt, you know? It's crazy. And we'll do one more. A lot of people won't get this one. I don't give a fuck. I like it. I'm grateful for these big FedEx trucks. Pretty sweet being able to feel like a big boss driving them around. They ride smooth and allow me the opportunity to have this job. Not sure how practical it would be without the capacity for the volume of packages. I am very thankful for Owens Transportation that has the P1200s. Very badass. So I'm not going to go into detail because a lot of people don't get it, nor do they care. But there's a lot of different sizes of FedEx trucks, and the longest step van that there is, not the longest truck, but the longest step van is a P1200, which is 22 feet, and it is so much fun to drive around because it's so big, and it's just fun. It's a challenge to drive around certain corners and shit. It's just fun, and I enjoy it. And a lot of contractors out there with FedEx don't have P1200s because they're gas gobblers, and I don't know why we have them, because we don't have the volume necessary. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. We'll do one more. I'm going to do the very last one I did very last one I ever did, November 17th. This is actually after I failed. I am grateful for my integrity and owning up to this shit. I failed. I owned it. I am going to complete it now with a clear conscience and feel infinitely better. I am grateful for this failure because it is an opportunity for me to rise up and conquer. How true that is, man. So day 1. It's a good segue. I'm glad I did that one. Day 1 tomorrow. And already kind of set myself up for failure, because the domino effect, as I've talked about in previous episodes, is where... Holy shit, is this still recording, motherfucker? So the domino effect, where if I get shitty sleep or something like that, then the next day, I guess the whole family's getting home. Fuck yeah. So I'd be getting shitty sleep. Yeah, I'm in my car in front of my house. Everybody just pulled in. Damn, I can't, dude, no editing or stopping. So if they come over here, fuck. All right, anyway. The domino effect. So if I sleep like shit tonight and I have a shitty day tomorrow and I am up later trying to get all my shit done, that's going to domino effect. And I don't have a single day off for the rest of the entire program. So that means this domino effect will not stop. I don't get a Sunday as a rest day where I'm not doing anything. I don't get any of that. So, because I literally work every single day from tomorrow to Christmas. I don't work Christmas, but that's, yeah. So every single day. So 30 straight days of working minimum 8 hours per day. Other days is 9.5. Other days actually, because it's peak season with FedEx, might be closer to, might have some 10-hour days again. Might have even a 12-hour. Who knows? We'll see. Peak season's no joke. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, the domino effect. I don't want to start that, so I'm just going to have to abide it. I'm going to have to eat it tomorrow, wake up early, get my shit done, go through FedEx, work, come home, get my shit done again, and then keep on going. So, damn, dude, this phase 1 is going to be the fucking kick-asser for me, for sure. So, yeah, tomorrow's phase 1, day 1. So anyway, Thanksgiving today. Thankful for so much. I kind of wanted to make this podcast about being thankful and gratitude and stuff. I started off that way, but I don't know. I just wanted to hammer home the point that being thankful and being aware of the good rather than focusing on the bad is such a game changer, man. I mean, I even got a surprise phone call today, and someone very important to me, very special to me, and we were just talking about being grateful and this thing that I do with my family and how we go around the table and everybody takes turns or saying something that they're grateful for. Kind of in detail, we talk about, everybody's usually crying, and I've always dreaded it my entire life, and I would always look for ways to escape it. I'd always look for ways to maybe go take a shit for an hour, so that way they go around the table and I'm not there. But even then, I would come back from taking my 3-hour-long shit, and they'd be like, okay, well, your turn, because you missed it. And it never worked, but I always had to say something, and I always feel embarrassed and stuff. But now, this year, it was a beautiful moment for me, because I was able to share things with the whole family in one setting where everybody's listening. I told them the story. I'm not going to tell the whole thing, but the short version is when I moved to Arizona, got my own apartment for the very first time, moved everything in, realized I was completely alone, nobody to share this great accomplishment with, and I just sat there, cried, and I said out loud, now what, And I was able to share that with everybody and just express the gratitude that I had for my family and being with them and having this moment and sharing everything with them, Because you never know how many of these things you have left. When's the last time, think about something that you loved to do as a kid. Maybe you were really into skateboarding, or maybe you were really into a certain sport, or maybe you played, or you did dance or something, whatever, I don't know, man or woman listening, whatever you did in your childhood. There was a day where you did that thing for the last time. And chances are you probably never even thought about that until now. And so think about other things in life. They could be something small as shit. When's the last time you picked up a green pencil? There will be a day in our lives where something as simple and stupid as that happens. That will be the last time we ever pick up a purple volleyball, So I think about that stuff all the time. So with bigger things, we never know when we'll have that last opportunity to be with our family or do this or that with someone or whatever, for whatever reason, for any event or whatever, holiday, whatever. So you just never know. So just be grateful, man, because it can be taken away. Impractical, I guess, but you'd have Thanksgiving today, and then tomorrow a meteor could hit my grandma's house, and then see you later, grandma, grandpa, shit like that. You really never know. And so I've been really approaching life with that whole mentality of just appreciate the now, focus on the now. And I can't believe I haven't talked about that, but it's so important to focus on what we got going on now, live in the moment and be here rather than being everywhere else, because like Kobe said, the dream is the journey. It's not the destination. So if you can kind of stop, look around, smell the roses, appreciate the view, appreciate the beauty of what's around us, then I think we'll live a great life. But anyway, it's just so important to be grateful for everything. So shared that with my family around the table, and I was bawling my eyes out, dude. And then I said how grateful I was for my new stepdad, Kenny, who is a great husband to my mom. My mom has been through so much shit, and it is so incredible to be able to see her happy, smiling with somebody who cares and is involved, and it's amazing. So I expressed that, and then the final thing that I expressed was I am so incredibly grateful for goddamn pumpkin pie, dude. Good Lord. Dude, pumpkin pie, Homemade pumpkin pie. I gotta specify. If you buy that store-bought shit, you can get the fuck out of this podcast and never listen again. Store-bought pumpkin pie is ass, dude. I was gonna say ass crust, but that's actually ass crust. Homemade pumpkin pie, yeah, that's some good stuff. So I'm very excited for that. Now, I just got home, sitting in front of my house because I totally spaced recording the show, and I'm about to go inside and kind of prepare myself for tomorrow. And I don't actually know with 100% certainty what my 3 additional tasks are going to be. I'm not 100% sure yet. But what I have so far, because I've changed them up a little bit. Where did I put it? Yeah, so the 3 additional tasks that I am going to do. Where did I put the fucking file? Hold on. Is it this one? The Founder's Formula. Yeah. So, one thing I am going to do, for sure, is get out of bed within 5 minutes of my alarm going off. So that means whatever time I set my alarm for, and I have to set an alarm, I was going to say even on my days off, but I don't got those anymore. I have to get out of bed within 5 minutes of my alarm going off. So, and the reason why I chose that one, that's one for sure that I'm doing. The reason why I chose that one is because the rules are choose 3 additional tasks that will move you forward towards your ultimate goals in life. Move the needle towards the direction of where you want to go. And this is applicable because I fuck myself over a lot of the time in the morning because I snooze, and I waste 20, 30 minutes in the morning. And so that makes me have to rush my workout. That makes me late for work. That makes me not be able to, if I wanted to read or something in the morning or stretch in the morning or something like that or whatever, I can't. And sometimes it fucks me over so bad that I don't even have enough time to work out. And so that trickles down to the end of my day. That means I got to do 2 workouts in the end of the day as well as all my other shit. And that's a discipline thing. Getting out of bed when my alarm goes off, that's a major... Dude, people don't do that. People snooze the fuck out of that. And now that I say that out loud, dude, that's what everybody does. That's what the average mediocre motherfucker does. And I don't want to be the average mediocre motherfucker. I want to be kick-ass, doer, hustler, achiever. And that's what doer, hustler, achievers do. So that's what I'm going to do. That's the first one that I've got. And the second one that I'm pretty sure, I just don't know how to structure it, but it is going to be, I guess what I'm calling it is work on the business. But it's very blurred. There's a lot of gray area. What does work on the business mean? So what I've got so far, and I'm definitely going to change it, is write 1 social media post, research 1 ingredient, and complete a segment of work that is declared for the day. So work on my core values, for example, make a social media account, for example, set up my email, for example, get my LLC going, for example, write 2 article emails or something to be sent out, for example. Things like that. So I declare it for the day, what I'm going to do, and I have to get those done for that to be counted in what I'm doing. So I would wake up and I would do everything, and I would say, okay, I'm going to work on my business. I'm going to write a social media post, research 1 ingredient. And today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write an additional 3 social media posts, find trending hashtags, and then I'm also going to research some flavor formulas, and for that to be counted as research, I have to come back with some sort of knowledge that this malic acid plus this natural flavor and this artificial flavor makes this flavor, whatever. That's what I would declare working on the business. And there's no way for me to know and plan out everything exactly what I want to do for the next 30 days because I don't even know what I need to do. I got a whole to-do list, but So here's what I mean. I'm not going to say, for example, research 10 ingredients every single day because I don't need to research 300 ingredients over the course of the entire program. I mean, I'm sure that would do me good knowledge-wise, but I don't even know if there's 300 supplements out there, bro. I mean, I'm sure that might have been the most ignorant thing I've ever said on this podcast. There's probably a lot more than that. I guess practical usage ones that have the studies in the back to things is probably closer to that, if I had to guess. I don't know. Just talking out my fucking ass. But for a 3rd additional task, I don't know really at all. One thing that I thought about was practicing learning a new language, but that doesn't, just through my understanding of the program, that doesn't take me towards my ultimate goals in life. That's not my ultimate goal to learn Spanish and speak to natives or to go to Mexico and or any Latin America Spanish speaking. You know, I don't know about that. I would love to learn, but it doesn't have to be a powerless task because I just don't think it is. So, because I know people have done that too. So I don't think so. I think I would do something else. Now, what would I do? I don't know. I don't know what the third one will be, but by the time that you hear this, I might actually even be done with phase 1 because this is Thanksgiving. I'm 10 episodes behind on uploading intentionally. It's 2 days. So I might be at the very edge of the program by the time you hear this because that's 10, it's 5. Yeah, that might be about day 22 or something. 23 by the time you hear this. I don't know. Might actually hear this by Christmas. I don't know. Anyway, I'm working on that third task. But yeah, guys, anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I think, let's see, where are we at? We're at 20. Yeah, we're 21 minutes. So, yeah, just be grateful, man. There's so much in life to be grateful for. If you're listening to this, dude, if you're hearing this, you can be grateful. I don't know names. I'm sorry, but you could be grateful for the people who engineered all this shit, who invented all the, I don't know what even is internet, but somebody invented that. Somebody invented these phones. Somebody invented the technology in the phones. Somebody invented the ability to, like a microphone. Somebody recorded the ability to upload that shit to the internet. Somebody invented the whole thing of telephones, you know? When was the last time you said telephone? Cell phone, phone. The telephone poles. The ability for me to record my voice in my car in Utah to this device that puts it into this thing, this imaginary cloud thing, where anybody on Earth can listen to me from anywhere they're at with their phone. That's unbelievable. So they have so much to be grateful for. You got a shirt on? Grateful for people who cut and sew, who produce that shit. Thankful for the people who pick the material, who farm or whatever, who shear the sheep, whatever the fuck. There's so much to be grateful for, dude. It's absolutely incredible. So if you just focus on that instead of the negative, your life will transform exponentially overnight, just like that. I mean, I wrote 250 things I was grateful for, and over the course of the last month, as I cracked my fucking voice, dude. God damn it. 250 things over the course of the last month. That is so many things, and they're in detail. It's not like grateful for this fence, this car, steering wheel, leather, grateful for lights and shoes. Fuck that, bro. Be genuine about it. Be sincere. Actually think about what you're saying. Think about details of what you're grateful for. If you're thankful for your car, what about the car? I mean, I can think of 100 things right now. The ability to transfer was what I was going to say. I don't know. Ability to transfer me from, I guess just drive me from one location to the next. The ability for them to have these son of a bitchin' ACs that take 20 minutes for them to heat up, but they work. They got radio, they got Bluetooth, they've got lights. So it's fucking awesome. It's nice and cozy in here. It's warm. It's safe. If it's raining, I'm dry. There's so many things to be grateful for with just a car. So elaborate on it, dude. Think about it. Oh, that's it. So happy Thanksgiving, guys. 2023, November 24th, 3rd. I don't know what day it is. It's Thanksgiving in 2023, though. But yeah, guys, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great one. I hope you spent it with loved ones, friends, family, whoever that may be for you. And I hope you are able to walk away from this year, Thanksgiving, with a greater understanding and appreciation for, I guess, our ability to be grateful for things and the recognizing of what we can be grateful for. So, kind of felt like I was talking out of my ass this whole show, but just be grateful, man. There's so many things to be grateful for. And so I choose to focus on that. So, anyway, guys, that's the show. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.